Hi guys, how you doing? It's been a very long off season. One most of our time playing other sports, drinking, going to Mexico and starting underground fighting rings. You know, whatever you like to do. But you guys know me. I live and breathe this stuff. So I'm taking it one step further this year. You're gonna see a lot more. You'll see a lot more of my handy dandy notebook, and you'll also see some other things. I'll be throwing.
Oh God, I'll be throwing a lot more voices in here, so get ready for stupid Gilligan Griffin.
And you know all the other things that I like to do when it comes to making you guys laugh and enjoy the videos. So I'm gonna try to bring you guys a little more information this year, so I can hopefully, you know, educate you a little bit, as well as show you a really sweet time there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, as I said in some of my Facebook posts, it's going to be a NFC West video this time out. We'll hit the NFC all the way around, and then we'll go to the AFC, and finally end up with the boys in purple and black. So as we all know, the Niners clinched this division and made it all the way to the Super Bowl, where a certain team that shall remain nameless, you know, just put this Ravens blanket on real quick. Yeah, see, yeah, these guys right here. We won Super Bowl. That's it. Okay. Anyway, so now it's a stacked division. There's it's kind of a lack of all four teams being great, but there's always two right at the top, and you know, I really don't see it being too much of an exception this year. So let me get right down to it. Your Arizona Cardinals last year, they were the bottom feeders, went 5-11 last year under head coach Ken Wisenhunt. Big problem, of course, is you're not going to score points when you're throwing anybody else you can think of out at quarterback. I mean, you've got Kevin Cobb and John Skelton and Red Buttons and Raleigh Fingers and, you know, Salma Hayek. I don't even know how she ended up on the football field in pads, but I'm pretty sure I saw her play at least one snap at quarterback for the Cardinals last year. It was ridiculous. So the owners and the powers that be, they got together and they cleaned house from top to bottom in that front office. And then they got Bruce Arians as their head coach. Now, if y'all remember Bruce Arians, he did a very, very good job in Indianapolis, filling in for Chuck Pagano while he had his battle with cancer, which came out on top for. But Pagano's a fighter. He's also one of your purple and black guys, so you always know he's going to be a fighter and he's going to bring it on home. So he brings in Todd Bowles as his D coordinator from Philly. Man is golden with secondary. And actually, Arizona's pass defense wasn't that bad last year. They're 5th overall, much in part to Patrick Peterson, Pro Bowler, I believe. But they lost a lot of big help, salary cap issues when it comes to secondary. Kerry Rhodes, Adrian Wilson, William Gay, they were all pretty big contributors there, especially Kerry Rhodes. We all know him. And they also end up losing, well, I mean, Kevin Cobb, John Skelton. Yeah, they were starting quarterbacks from last year, but not exactly what you call a big loss. Beanie Wells, I think, kind of ranks up there. I mean, he was a pretty stout runner, but he's always hurt. So they get Rashard Mendenhall, 1-year deal from Pittsburgh. If he stays healthy, I think he could be a big help in the type of scheme that they'll probably try to run over there. They actually also end up signing Jeremiah Bell and Antoine Cason to fill some of those holes. And they get the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. They get him in the draft. He's kind of been Patrick Peterson's right-hand guy, and Peterson's taken him under his wing these past couple of years. So it's a chemistry thing, but I think those two will be very tough to throw against on the outside there in Arizona. But outside of that, though, I mean, yeah, they get Carson Palmer at quarterback. Mendenhall so-so at running back, but outside of Fitz, all these other receivers, they've got so many who are unproven. Mike Floyd from Notre Dame, they drafted him last year. He's got to have a huge season in order for these guys to do anything. Because all teams have to do, you know, let front seven go crazy against their running backs, double team on Fitz. It's generally a pretty much open shut case, so it should be interesting to see. I have them improved upon last year's numbers at 7-9. But still don't see him doing enough to get out of the bottom of the division. Next up is, oh yeah, the St. Louis Rams. I remember that time I saw them out in LA. Oh god, that was friggin' sweet. But Jeff Fisher, he's done some good things there. He's actually providing a stable environment for Sam Bradford to learn in. He's notorious for doing those sort of things, and he's really kind of helped to see what the problems are in St. Louis. And the big thing I see, and I think a lot of people do, is offensive line has been atrocious there. Bradford is constantly under pressure. Bad problem is they lose Amendola this offseason and they lose Jackson this offseason to New England and Atlanta respectively. So Darryl Richardson, he showed good flashes as a kind of a change of pace from Jackson, but can he take the reins as the lead back? We're gonna have to find that out. And outside of Amendola, if anybody out there watching right now, without looking on ESPN, can give me 3 other wide receivers, I'll come to your house and I'll cook you dinner. Because I'm sorry, man. The ones they did have, they showed some glimpses, but I'm pretty sure most of those have kind of hit the books and gone to bigger and better things than other teams. So it's going to be a very unproven offense this year. But getting Jake Long to protect Bradford's backside and at least having a stable run game. They did actually, however, get Jared Cook, tight end, from Tennessee, who's kind of that hybrid threat blocker / pass catcher. They also drafted Tavon Austin from West Virginia. Austin's my pick for Rookie of the Year right here and now. The kid's got the speed. He's a Percy Harvin, except a better pass catcher and a bigger playmaker. So I really think things are going to happen for him as long as Bradford has time to get it to him. Offense will be interesting. It'll be a learning unit as the season goes on. Defensively, they're not that bad. Kind of the middle of the road. So I actually see the Rams kind of in the same ballpark, a 7-9, just as they did last year. Possibly 8-8, 9-7 if the offensive things can go right. Now we go on to Seattle. We've got Peter Carroll. I'm sorry. Can we just get him a sweater and some loafers and call him Mr. Rogers? Because every time I hear him talk,
oh well, we did so many good things here, and I'm really just proud of our guys, and everything's so nice and rainbows.
I'm sorry. Like Kevin Hart would say, if anything goes wrong with him, I could just hear it now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
And he's not exactly an outspoken coach in the NFL, so I don't know, maybe it's a little unusual. They managed to get Antoine Winfield and Percy Harvin both this offseason, so that's a nice little compliment to Sidney Rice on that offense. Sidney Rice doesn't stay healthy, so at least Harvin will be there to have that playmaking ability as well. So that should help to kind of shoulder some of the load off there. But what more can you say about Russell Wilson? Undersized, unproven, and he comes in and he lights things on fire with how good he does. It was a pretty amazing thing to watch. He's a good rusher. Hell of a thrower, actually. I'm really surprised with the accuracy and the strength in his arm. But defensively as well, you can't argue with what they do. They actually finished first in the league in total defense, which Seattle's not exactly been that way for quite some time. So Carroll's doing it right. I might not like him, but he's doing it right up there, so you got to respect it. Marshawn Lynch can't say anything more about the Predators. That is an ugly man. I'm sorry, he's scary. But he's also scary to try to tackle on the field, as you can see with the 90 million missed tackles that he had last year. So honestly, I think Harvin does good things for Seattle. It's going to be new digs, a chance to kind of really show the world what he can do and on natural ground. So he might be able to stay healthier than he did under the dome. But I don't know if this is going to be enough in order to catch San Francisco. Just there's too much firepower in that team. So I see him finishing 10-6, maybe 11-5 again. But I don't think it'll be enough to catch the perennial champs, the San Fran 49ers, who I cover now. Total defense, they finished second in the league. Run was the name of the game, be it defense or offense. That always focused around there, and it paid off. They finished fourth in both run defense and offense. Signings this offseason were huge. Managed to get Bolden from Baltimore. They claim it was a payroll move in Baltimore, but I don't want to talk about that. And they managed to get Nnamdi Asomugha from Philly. He kind of fell off this offseason or this past year, but it wasn't really kind of playing his level of coverage. He's always been a man defender, and so having to play zone, he didn't really adapt to that too well. Coming into a physical defense like this, and with Harbaugh and his people who know that they love to play physical man-type D, he's going to be scary as hell again. now that he's in the right coverage. They do take some losses, though. They lose Deshaun Goldson off the top end of the defense, but losing him, that pass rush, and Nambi on the other side, it won't be so much. Delaney Walker's the big key. Some of those blocks and those catches that he was able to put on people in the playoffs when it counted, it's going to be a big hole to fill. They'll be okay given the talent of Kaepernick, but above all else, I really think it's all on that kid's shoulders. I mean, he showed he was amazingly sage beyond his years, but I don't know quite yet if this league is going to be has had enough time to prep for him or not. So that's why I put San Fran as the league winners, as the division winners again. I could see him easily going 11-4, 13, 11-4. No, that was last year. What am I talking about? I could really see him going 12-4, 13-3. The team is that good. They lose some people, but they get better ones in return. So it's hard to argue with these guys. Harbaugh hasn't played well. San Fran has reason to be happy again because they've got exciting football for years to come. So as I say right here now, San Fran wins this division again. Seattle gives them fits, but just not enough. St. Louis and Arizona take step in the right direction, but they're still a little bit of ways. But that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to have, let's see, let's go with the NFC North, and we'll cover all those guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Tell your friends, family, you want some football knowledge, and you want some laughs while you're at it. Hey, come talk to me there, fellas. Oh, no, I want to turn. Guys, there's more time for you guys next week. Stop talking. Thank you very much, people. Appreciate it. Have a good one.